All right, so we are going to be going over and hopefully reviewing how to divide fractions. Remember, this is something we learned in 5th grade, so we're honestly just reviewing these skills to later apply them to rational number word problems. So dividing fractions is the same thing as multiplying by the fraction's reciprocal. And really, I don't want you to get confused by that word. That word just means that we're flipping. You know what keep, change, flip means. You know what KCF means. It's keep, change, flip. Multiplying by the reciprocal is technically the C. That's the change. Remember, we changed division to multiplication, and reciprocal is the flip. We're taking the numerator and we're putting it as the denominator, so we're flipping the fraction. So practicing that, let's look at 3/8 divided by 1/4. I can't just go straight across and do 3 divided by 1 and 8 divided by 4. Don't make that mistake. Remember, it's keep, change, flip. So we do 3/8 times, because I'm changing division to multiplication, and I'm using the reciprocal, or I'm flipping 4/1. Now, if we remember from yesterday when we did multiplying fractions, we multiply straight across. So I do 3 times 4, which is 12. I do 8 times 1, and that is 8. Hopefully you're already thinking, oh, she's not done yet. We have to keep going. So first things first is I'm going to simplify. I'm going to simplify 12 over 8. I'm going to simplify it by 4. I simplify it by 4 to get 3 over 2. I'm not done yet because I have to do top in, bottom out to convert it into a mixed number. Remember, I don't want improper fractions. I need to make it a mixed number. So I'm going to go top in, bottom out. 2 can go into 3 one time. 1 times 2 is 2. I'm going to subtract 3 minus 2 to get 1. Okay, now this is where we use the hook, or we need donuts. So our answer here is 1, because that's the whole number. Ooh. 1 is the whole number. The 1 on the bottom here is my numerator, and then 2 is my denominator. Remember, we can always check that we've kind of ordered it the same way if my denominators are matching. So here there's a 2. Here there's a 2. Okay, well, I know that I've ordered it in the correct way. So 1.5. All right. Hopefully that kind of refreshed some of those memories you have of keep, change, flip. Now let's see what they're going to look like. So just like yesterday, what if they're just giving you a whole number? We're going to change whole numbers to a to a fraction by putting a 1 under. And again, that's something you guys already know to do. So if I'm going to rewrite it, I'm going to write 4 over 1 divided by 3/4. Now, I can't just do straight across division. I have to do keep, change, flip. I keep 4 over 1. I change division to multiplication. I use the reciprocal, or I flip, to be 4 over 3. Now we're going to multiply straight across. 4 times 4 is 16. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, what kind of fraction is that? You should hopefully be thinking, oh, that's an improper fraction. I don't want improper fractions. I want to be able to turn this into a mixed number, and we do that by top in, bottom out. So 3 can go into 16 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. I subtract to get 1. Now this is when I use the hook, or we need donuts. My whole number is 5. My numerator is 1. My denominator is 3. I'm going to check again to make sure my denominators match before I did top and bottom out, and they do. So I know I'm in the right order. All right. Next one, what happens when I have a mixed number? Well, when I have a mixed number, I should hopefully remember that I need to change it, any mixed number, to an improper fraction. Okay, so we got to convert to a mixed number into an improper fraction. Remember, I use MAD, multiply, add, denominator stays the same. So let's do that. Multiply, add. Well, what's 3 times 1? That's 3. I add 1. That's 4. Denominator stays the same. I'm going to again do the same thing. What's 5 times 2? That's 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. Denominator stays the same. And remember, you can't divide straight across. You have to do keep, change, flip. So when I do keep, change, flip, let's rewrite that. Keep, change, flip. I'm going to keep 4 over 3. Division changes to multiplication. And we're going to flip. So 5 goes on top. 12 goes on the bottom. So now we're going to go straight across. Okay, so once we're gone straight across, we're going to go ahead and do 4 times 5, which is 20. 3 times 12, which is 36. Now, I can't just circle and be like, yay, I'm done. We got to double check to make sure that we are not missing anything like simplifying. And I can simplify 20 and 36. The biggest number, or the number that they have in common, is 4. They are both divisible by 4. Remember, that's why we have our divisibility rules in the front of our notebook. So we're going to go ahead and do 20 divided by 4, which is 5. 36 divided by 4, which is 9. So we got 5 over 9. I don't need to do top in, bottom out because my numerator is not bigger than my denominator. It is not an improper fraction. All right, let's go ahead. I do want you to kind of pause the video here and attempt, just like how we would do it in class, just attempt to do problems 1, 2, 3, and 4 without me. And then come back and see if you got them right. So I'm going to give you a second to pause the video and then come back. Okay. Hopefully you paused the video and now you went and worked on the problem. So let's go ahead. We're going to do keep, change, flip. I keep 1 over 8. Change to multiplication, and flip. Remember, multiplying by the reciprocal. Multiply straight across. You get 2 over 8. I'm going to simplify because 2 and 8 have something in common by 2. That is 1 over 4. Okay. Well, it looks like there is a whole number, so I'm going to write under 1. So again, keep, change, flip. Keep 8 over 1, multiplying by the reciprocal, so I'm flipping. And multiplying straight across, I get 24 over 1, which is just 24. So it's just a 24. 24 over 1 is just 24. Because if I were to do top and bottom out, right? 24 and a 1. Well, how many times can 1 go into 24? 24 times. So our answer is 24. Okay. Next one. Oh, this looks like the one we did in our notes, so we don't have to worry about it here. So we can just go ahead and, is it the one we did in our notes? Yeah. We can go ahead and move on from it. So let's go ahead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the same one in our notes. So we can write same as example number 2. So that way we're not doing extra work there. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 4. Okay, number 4 is a little bit different. I just want to know which expression is equivalent to 12 divided by 1 over 2. So let's ignore the answer choices right now, and let's just treat it how we would if we were going to solve it. You know to put a 12 and a 1 divided by 1 over 2. So we're just going to do keep, change, flip. I keep 12 over 1. Division changes to multiplication, and I'm flipping. So which one matches that? The only one that matches what we did is B. Without even having to solve it, we knew that our answer was B. All right, hopefully that makes sense. And remember, you can watch this as many times as you need to in order to fully understand it. That's why the video is here for you. So make sure you go ahead and rewatch this if you need to and get started on the assignment.